Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening. We are from Group 5. We'll present about online job application system.
Okay, so let's look at the introduction to the system first. So the background of the system. This system provides various types and choices of jobs for people who are finding jobs. Since this is an online job application system, the main function of this system is of course providing a lot of jobs for people who are jobless to get a job. Okay, so it is mainly to help jobless citizens in Malaysia to have more opportunities to get a job, especially due to COVID-19 pandemic. So since we are facing COVID-19 pandemic now, a lot of shops and small companies are closed because of the low profits earned. So this causes a lot of people to become jobless and unemployed. So through this system, they can have more chances, more opportunities to get a job. Okay, next, the scope of the system. Okay, so there are a few main functions of this system. Firstly is the jobs filter function. So this function allows users to filter out the jobs that they are uninterested in or the jobs that are irrelevant to them so that before they choose the job they want, they can search for the jobs they can look at the jobs that they want more easily since the unwanted jobs are already filtered out. Okay, so next, it provides complete job details. So before we get a job, we need to first know the information, know the details about the job, such as the working hours, the location of the company or the place we are working at, or the salary, etc. So this system, beside of providing only the job, it also attached with the job details provided by the employers or the companies who posted the job recruitment at this system. Okay, so users can easily or can easily know the job details of the job through this system. So last but not least, it also enable employers or companies to post their recruitments. So of course, where are the jobs in this system come from? They come from the users or which are the employers or companies uh, who needs the workers or who are lack of workers and recruiting for them. So before the employers can or companies can post their recruitments or their recruitments can be seen by the users, they need to first approve by the system admin. Okay, so yeah, these are the a few of the main functions listed of this system. So okay, the next stakeholders involved in this system are the job appliers and also employers or companies who does the recruitment through the system. So they are actually also the users of the system. So these are the stakeholders involved. So there's a limitation of this system. The system only provides users to apply for the jobs. After the application is successful, users might need to use other ways to contact their employers. So this is because after the users apply for the job and after the application is successful, users might need to contact their employers further to tell them like more specific information. However, they cannot do this through this system. So, for example, they might need to use other ways such as Facebook, Messenger, or email, or direct message, or direct contact to their employees, to their employers, according to what the employers want. For example, the employers want them to send an email about their personal information again, so they need to use the email like Yahoo, the Gmail, Yahoo, etc. So this is the only limitation, or this is the one of the limitation of this system. Okay, so let's move to review current of as existing system. So okay, so we found an online job application system which is current existing, which is the WIPO's online recruitment system. So firstly, let's look at what the system does. So the users are allowed to review this list of jobs currently available. And also they are allowed prompted to log in or register an account before applying for jobs through this system. Required to fill in their personal details and their resume. Asked to answer a questionnaire which applies to all job openings at WIPO, and also asked to provide a motivational letter to complement their application. So for A, the system that we provided before, the just now, also have this function, so they are allowed to review the list. And also, but for the B, this system is more like specific. The users are prompted to have an account, so before they can apply for jobs through this system. And also they are required to fill in the details same. And there's something which is special. They are asked to answer a questionnaire which applies to all job openings. So, and also they are asked to provide a motivational letter. Okay, so the review of our review is basically the system is complete and simple enough to use, as it provides a complete step for users to complete their job application process. So we think that this system is complete and clear enough for users to use, because if you look at the system, it actually provides a teaching or something that teach you how to complete the job application process step by step. So it is clear enough. And also if you look at the web page, the functions are complete, the web page are clear, so users can use them comfortably and like clearly. Okay, so we think that this system is good and complete. So also the privacy of the users are protected, and users are free to make any changes about their personal details. So why we say the privacy of the users are protected, because before the users can use this system, they are asked to agree for the agreement or the privacy or the license, etc., the terms before they can use the system. And also the security, the protection is good enough, is strong for of the users. And also even after users submitted the personal information or the resume they fill in, if they found any mistakes, they want to correct them, they can still make modifications about the mistakes they did. Okay, so these are the benefits of the system. So in overall, this is our review. The system is good and clear. Okay, let's look at the feasibility study. Okay, so what is feasibility study? Feasibility study can be considered as a preliminary investigation that helps the management to make decisions about whether study of a system should be feasible for development or not. So this means that before we want to make a system, we want to develop a system, feasibility study is needed so that we can know that whether the system is feasible or not, which is whether the system is possible or it is possible for us to develop or not. So in overall, this system is feasible from various aspects such as technical feasibility, economic feasibility, and legal feasibility. So even from the cost, the technique needed, or the legality, this system is feasible. Okay, so which means it is possible. We can develop we can develop this system. Okay, next, let's look at the problem statement. Okay, so the first one, before any jobs posted by employers or companies can be seen by the system end users, they must be first approved by the system admin. However, the job details and information given by the employers or companies might be non-reliable. This means that even the jobs posted by employers or companies are already approved by the system admin, because system admin didn't know, or maybe sometimes they are careless, or they didn't they didn't focus on the job, like careless. So even maybe the employers or companies posted or written a wrong contact number or a wrong location, they also didn't know. The system admin also approve it. So when the users, the job appliers, look at this system, look at this job details, they also get the wrong information. So this means that this might cause some problem lah. Okay, so next, a lot of job seekers might not know the existence of this system, meaning that some promotions need to be done in order to increase the popularity and usage of this system. So because nowadays, actually a lot of people still don't know that such online job application system exists. Mainly, we find jobs through Facebook maybe, or the newspaper, or our friends. So actually, I think there are actually still a lot of people who don't know there are a lot of online job application system. So this means that some promotions, or we need to promote it through like the social media, so that more people, more job seekers can know this system and use it. Okay, so last but not least, although the privacy of the users are protected in this system, there might still be some people who can illegally get the personal information of the users and make harassment on them. So even though the privacy of the users are protected most of the time, but there can still be some people, if they want, they can just simply log in as a normal user, and then they log in because, not because they want to get a job. They log in because they want to get the personal information such as contact number or the place or the address from the job, from the employers or the companies who posted the jobs. So maybe they just simply want to make fun or something. They want to do some illegal things, so they might make some joke calls to the employers or the contact number. Okay, the people who own the contact number. So actually, there are still some risks of this system. Okay, need to be handled. Okay. Okay, so this is the end of my presentation. I will pass this to my next group member to continue the presentation. Thank you.
In functional requirement, there are requirement analysis. And in requirement analysis, there are three tables, which is for job seeker, company, and the next slide is for admin. So for job seeker, they can sign in and sign up into the system. Secondly, they can view all available jobs. Thirdly, they can search job based on advanced search. They can apply the job. Job seeker can also upload resume. They can apply more jobs. They can view all applied jobs. They can update their profile information. In addition, they can retrieve their password if they forgot, and they can change it. They can also receive emails, and lastly, they can sign out from the system. So, for company requirement analysis, firstly, they can register into the system. The next step is admin approve the company registration. After that, employer can post in jobs. They can receive notification from the system. They can also download resumes upload by job seeker. They can approve job. They can send and receive email. They can manage the account like retrieve password or change it. And lastly, they can sign out from the system. And then, for administrator in requirement analysis, admin can also sign into the system, can view all jobs, can approve the job posted by the company, can make an update to the system constantly, can view users' information, in addition can receive feedback, and lastly can sign out from the system. Next slide is for use case diagram. Basically, in our left side there is job seeker and company which are secondary user, and on our right side this is a secondary user which is an administrator. So first thing first is job seeker and company need to sign up and sign in into the system. Then the job seeker can view all vacancies available. Job seeker and company can search for jobs. Next, job seeker can apply for jobs they want. Then both job seeker and company can receive or send email. They can also retrieve or change their password. So for company alone, the company posts vacancy that available in their company. After that, they will receive notification from the system if there is job seeker who apply for the vacancy under their company. Next, they need to download resumes to view job seekers' information and profile. And lastly, they approve the jobs. Meanwhile, an administrator manages system update. Next, approving users' registration. They view and manage all jobs under their system. In the meantime, admin can also view users' profile and notify users for any information. In this slide, I'm going to talk about activity diagram. So, uh, on our on our left side, this is activity diagram for job seeker, and on our right side, this is activity diagram for company. For overall, there is no difference except to view job and receive notification for job seeker, and post job and update job for company side. And other thing is same is as the same, and lastly they can proceed to sign out from the system. Okay, so in this slide is an activity diagram for admin. So after the login, admin can update system, approve registration, and so on, same as in use case diagram before. Okay, last but not least from me, this is sequence diagram. Okay, so when the job seeker register and log in into the system, they can get into the website. They can also send reply email that they get from the employer. So for the employer, the employer can put the vacancy into the website. They can also notify for vacancy under their company that will also display on the website. The employer can checking job seekers qualification that available in the website. And lastly, admin have to approve uh, vacancy from employer. So that's all from me. Thanks.
Non-functional requirement. Non-functional requirement define system attributes such as security, reliability, performance, maintainability, scalability, and usability. They serve as constraints or restrictions on the design of the system across the different backlog. Also known as system qualities, non-functional requirements are just as critical as functional epics, capabilities, features, and stories. They ensure the usability and effectiveness of the entire system. Failing to get meet any one of them can result in systems that fail to satisfy internal business, user, or market needs, or that do not fulfill mandatory requirements imposed by regulatory or standard agencies. Reliability. Reliability is the extent to which the software system consistently performs the specified functions without failure. Reliability requirements address the user concern for the system's immunity to failure. When eliciting reliability requirements, consider needs regarding possible causes of system failure, preventative action, or procedures necessary to avoid failure, failure classes, and reliability metrics. The RQ website probability of failure on demand POFOD shall be 0.0001, 1 out of 10,000 plays when a student requests to play a course video. Security. The non-functional security requirements specify a security quality or attribute that software must possess. There are three types of non-functional security requirements. First, security property requirements. The security property requirements specify the properties that software must exhibit. Second, constraint or negative requirements. Constraint or negative requirements place constraints on software functions in order to minimize the likelihood of non-secure software behaviors, usually in terms of things to be avoided or prevented. This exists because software's functionality must not be allowed to behave in a way that could lead to the software failing in an insecure state or otherwise becoming vulnerable to exploitation or compromise. Third, security assurance requirements. The security assurance requirements are rules, best practices, and process by which the software security functions will be built, deployed, and operated. Security assurance requirement will not be translated into elements of the software's design, but into standards, guidelines, or procedures for its development and operation process. Performance. Performance requirements define how well the software system accomplishes certain functions under specific conditions. Examples include the software speed of response, throughput, execution time, and storage capacity. The service levels comprising performance requirements are often based on supporting end user tasks. Like most quality attributes, performance requirements are key elements in the design and testing of a software product. System performance is the most important quality in non-functional requirement and affect almost all the other preceding one. Furthermore, reliability, availability, and maintainability features fall exclusively under these requirements.
System architecture. In this picture, it shows the layer architecture of this project. The first layer is presentation layer. It has online web. Online web means the user open the website. The second layer is business layer. It has login, search, and apply. Login means user login the website. Search means user search the company that they want to apply job. Apply means user apply the job. The third layer is persistent layer. It has company, customer info, and result apply. Company means company that user apply. Customer info means the user info. Result apply means result that a user get. The third layer is database layer. It has database. Database will store the information, all information. Database structure. In this picture, show database structure for this project. The first entity is job seeker. In this entity, it has 4 attributes. There is username, email, Notel, and resume. The primary key of this entity is username. Username is a name that customer sign in. Email is customer email. Notel is number telephone of customer. The next entity is apply job. In apply job, they have 4 attributes. There is username, apply job as a primary key, company ID, and apply status. Apply ID is ID number of job that customer apply. Company ID is ID number company that customer apply for job. And apply status is company reply for customer apply. The last entity is company. In this entity, they also have 4 attributes. There is company ID as a primary key, job type, name, and address. Job type is type of job that customer apply. Name is name of company, and address is company address. In this database structure, one job seeker can be part of 0 of many apply job. One apply job can be part of one or many company. One company can be part of 0 or many apply job. An apply job can be part of just one job seeker. User interface design. In this section, it will show the interface design of this project. We make the design that easy for user to use and understand. In this picture, it shows first page of this website. This page ordered user to log in. If the user did not sign in, we set a button to sign up. If the user click the sign up button, it brings the user to this page. This page requests the user to fill information to create an account for the user. The information that they want is just email, password, username, and telephone number. After sign in, the website brings user to this page. User can search the company and apply the job by click the search company button. User can click the list and the reply job that user has applied by click the apply job button. User also can check and update their profile by click the your profile button. User will be brought to this page if user click the search company button. User can search the company that user want to apply in this page. After searching the company, user will be brought to this page. In this page, user can read a little bit information about the company. The user can see the full information about the company by clicking the website button. This button will bring the user to the site of that company. User can apply the job by click the apply job button. If user click the apply button, the user will be brought to this site. On this site, user need to submit his resume to apply for the job. The resume will be sent to the company that the user want to apply for a job.